Good morning.
Good morning. So we are going to be trying out this Vlogmas thing as we start our new YouTube channel. So for the next 25 days we are going to do our best to vlog daily about all things Christmassy and what's going on in our life. So right now we have just overcome our first daily problem that we have every single day.
Well, it's a daily obstacle.
Daily obstacle.
Yeah.
Okay, daily challenge.
Daily challenge.
And that is what to have for breakfast. So not that we fight, but we are very indecisive about most meals every single day.
Yeah.
Particularly when we're at home. And despite having a meal plan, which we have on the wall over there.
Here.
And
this is our meal plan.
And normally you would think, oh, you've got a meal plan, this must be really easy for you. But because we're so bad at going grocery shopping, like really bad, we hate it, even online shopping, it becomes a challenge. So today we are actually having what the meal plan says because we have eggs in the house. So boiled eggs.
We have one egg each. Look at them, all lovely and boily.
Boily.
And some soda bread for our health. So because I actually have quite high cholesterol from my recent blood test. I'm a hypochondriac, by the way. If there's anything that's wrong with me, it is generally wrong with me. So if there's some kind of spot, it's generally the worst case scenario. After Dr. Google, of course. So I got my yearly blood tests and it turns out my cholesterol is a little high, and that's actually what's wrong with me. Which isn't the end of the world because according to the doctor, my family doesn't have heart disease or diabetes, and so I'm a very low candidate, but just to keep it monitored. But I'm having eggs, which is not the best, I believe, for cholesterol.
No,
is it?
It's not.
The whites of the eggs, I think, are the bad part.
No.
Or is it the yolk?
No, it's the yolk.
It's the yolk.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not actually handling this cholesterol thing very well by having eggs.
Well, I think one egg's not going to kill you.
You don't know. So, yes. So this is a daily issue for us. Is actually to have, despite our meal plan. So, I mean, do you guys have the same problem? If you do, put it in the suggestions below. Tell us the comments below. Tell us what kind of problems you have with breakfast, if any at all, or what kind of breakfasts you have. I mean, might give us some ideas ourselves.
This is a very attractive angle. So we are trying to stick our house back together. Part of our archway has fallen off, and so do you need me to hold that?
I don't know. We'll see. No.
It's kind of falling down. Yeah.
Look at that.
You don't exactly have it level.
Oh.
Bring it up a bit. There we go.
You get my bald spot.
Yes.
My sexy spot.
Your sexy spot. Does anybody else's husband have a sexy spot on the top of their heads? Sorry, babe.
I don't believe you're lying.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you. Yeah, I really don't think you've got this level.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. See what I mean? Just finish it.
So, we've been having a bit of a debate since we seen you last about Christmas trees. So obviously, it being the 1st of December, we're going to have to start and figure out whether or not we're going to have a fake tree or a real tree this year. So my opinion is that real is best. I love the smell of a real tree. I love the needles and the feeling of having a real tree in the house.
The feeling.
Yes. Whereas my wife is of the opinion of a fake tree because of its
perfect symmetry. Although I was talking to a florist friend of mine last week, and she gave me some great tips for sort of like filling out the areas of an art or of a real tree that would be kind of like boldy or, you know, kind of sparse in that.
Okay.
So I'm not against, like, I do like the smell of a real tree. It's just the look isn't always like great, because sometimes they are, you know, great in the lower section and the top section is really sparse, and there's like a foot or two between the rest of the tree and your fairy or your star or bow or whatever you put on top of the tree. And I just don't really kind of like that. I prefer our perfectly symmetrical, beautiful, round, artificial tree.
But don't you have the smell? That smell.
But we do have the Christmas candle that smells like a real tree.
Yeah, but a candle isn't just going to have the same effect. Like the sap out of a Christmas tree, it stays in the you know, it just gives that natural, really, for me, because I've been brought up on a farm, it gives you real natural Christmas feeling, you know, like when every tree we've had, my mum and dad have been real. They've been cut in our local garden, pulled up to the house and put up. Now, they're not great Christmas people, so it was generally put up around the last week of December towards Christmas Day. It was like about 4 or 5 days before Christmas. But it was the smell of the Christmas tree, and it was my mum has these lights which are like, what would they be, like chariots or?
Yeah, I suppose they're like old-fashioned, like Cinderella carriages.
That's it, carriages. And she's had them for about 30 years. And every Christmas I remember has had these carriages on the tree. So I always associate, because you always associate with Christmas when you're a child, and Santa Claus, and these carriages to me represent Christmas tree. But it's also the smell and the lights being off, and the only lights that are being on is the Christmas tree lights. It's very Christmassy.
Whereas I am a complete white light person.
Yeah.
I like artificial tree, white light. So every year we have to alternate, and this year it's my year for the Christmas tree. So we are, and sometimes I do not give in, but I suppose we do have maybe like a real tree and white lights, and that's what we're trying to decide right now, because we are sort of, obviously it's the 1st of December, so we normally write our Christmas cards, which you will see later, on the 1st of December, and then tomorrow on the 2nd we start our, I suppose, like our pre-Christmas clean, just to get like the house clean and things like that before we take down all the kind of decorations. So we're having a conversation about, do we need to put aside time to go out and buy a tree, or will we just use the one that we have? So
yes, and the one that we have is currently up in the attic.
It actually hasn't seen the light of day in a few years, because we haven't, even my last turn, we didn't use it.
No,
I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's our debate right now. So let us know what you think. You know, put it in the comments.
What do you guys do? Do you have a real big sort of like opinion on the matter? So James is very much in the real tree colored lights camp, and I am artificial. Well, I am symmetrical tree.
Right.
With white lights.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Christmassy at all. I think white lights is just too clinical.
No, well, no, it's so pretty.
No,
and so
colour lights are
romantic. No.
No. Anyway, let us know what you think.
We are off to the doctors, or actually the nurses, so that James can get stabbed in the arm.
Yeah.
James can't, not digest vitamin B, so he has to get B12. So he has to get shots every, generally it's every few months. Sometimes he has to get them every few weeks, depending on how he is and what his levels are like. So he is going down to get his shot now. How are you feeling about getting stabbed, darling?
Not happy about it.
Really? and I am off out to check our new post office. How exciting. Well, no, really I'm going to buy Christmas stamps for our Christmas cards that we're going to write later. But we have a brand new post office that just opened up yesterday. So we are going to check that out while we're down here and buy copier paper. We cannot forget the copier paper. Yes. So that is what we're at. I don't know if you can see it, but just in the corner there, they're putting up our big Christmas tree for where we live. It's looking pretty cool. They don't decorate it or anything, it's just a big tree and lights. But it's pretty big, isn't it? James survived his stabbing at the nurses, and I picked up some more makeup. I have a serious problem. I just popped into the chemist while I was waiting on James, and they have like all their Catrice stuff on special and 20% off. So I got this Alluring Red Striking Mattitude Matte Lip Color Lipstick. It's really nice when you see the color here. I really like that shade. And I also got, I'm not entirely sure what this is, but it says it's ombre top coat and that it changes the color of your nail varnish. Do you see there? The sort of like the different colors. So yeah, I'm gonna test that out and see what it does. See if it does what it says. And also got this really nice, I love these kind of like paley, kind of rosy, silvery colors as well. This is on the cover of Past. I really like that shade. It sort of swatched really well in my hand when I was there. So yeah, all of these for like $9.25 I think they were, so bargain.
Hi guys, so it's evening time and we're starting to have dinner. So, what were we making?
We are making stir fry, pork stir fry.
Pork stir fry. Is that good for my calories?
For your what?
Calories?
Your calories? Well, that all depends on what goes in the stir fry.
Okay. What are you hoping to put in?
Well, pork.
Yeah.
And probably just whatever vegetable is in the fridge there. And yeah, I'm actually going to have to use all of this pork.
Really?
Well, it'll be gone off in a few days and once get it out and stuff, so.
We can give some to the animals.
The animals?
We have two animals.
Fur babies.
Fur babies. One is Tilly, who's in here, and she's feeling a little ill today, aren't you, pet? A little ill. Aww. And we actually have a ginger cat, and I don't know where he is. I think he's gone out. Ferdy's gone out, hasn't he?
Actually, I think he's upstairs in the office.
Actually, he's upstairs. Let me show you Ferdy. He's upstairs in our office. We have an office where we work from home, and no, I think he's gone out. So we work from home, and which is great. It has its good points, it has its bad points. Working from home can mean that you're never really away from work, or it can mean that there's no traffic in the morning other than what's on the hall and landing. Hi guys, so it's evening time and we're sitting here and we are having some
gorgeous mulled wine, and we are writing our Christmas cards. We're so festive.
Yay! So we're decided that we're going to write our Christmas cards tonight. So
we have got two gorgeous, sparkly, super sparkle
how Christmassy
Christmas cards, and we have our new special stamp that with our. We used to have like address labels for our cards, but this year, because our address labels were actually in my our maiden names, well,
yeah,
you don't get a marriage name, but so I had a new stamp made for us with our, I suppose, family name.
Yeah.
So we're excited to use that as well. So we've got Christmas diary out, and we're going to write some cards and drink some mulled wine and listen to some Christmas carols.
Yes, I'm going to put on some Christmas FM, which is an Irish Christmas radio station, which just plays Christmas music 24 hours a day. And they've only just recently gone live with their Christmas season. It's all for charity, Make-A-Wish. So if you're over on their station, go over and donate to Make-A-Wish. It's a deserving charity for children here in Ireland. So we'll be listening to that, and we'll be writing our very Merry Christmas cards and having a nice sup of Christmas mulled wine.